What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Factorio. This is episode number 16 and it's been a really long time since I played this, not gonna lie. Probably it's been a long time since an episode came out, but in the episodes even, episode 13, 14, and 15 were all recorded on the same day, which was a long time ago. Probably 2 months ago is the last time I played Factorio, so I'm not entirely sure what we were doing and what we said we were going to do in this episode. So we're going to have to pretty much carry on without knowing any of that. But what I seem to recall, and what I'm noticing as well, is that we were going to do signaling. We're going to do some signaling so that we can add more trains to our line. And the reason we need to do signaling, if you've never played Factorio before, or if you just don't know about signals, is because the trains need signals to tell them when they can go. So for instance, let's take a look here. We have our train parking lot, which we made here, and I'm not sure I explained it very well in the last episode, but if I didn't, essentially what it does is, say there's a train kind of waiting right here. Well, we want, or say, okay, so this was our iron, right? This maybe been our copper, and this was our coal, or something like that. We pretty much set up these to be iron, coal, copper, or something like that. So say we have a train in iron, and then we have another train that's coming in with more iron that wants to park right here. Well, it wants to go here, but there's already a train here. So if it continues forward, it will park right here, blocking these. So then if another coal train comes by, it's not going to be able to get to its stuff. It's not going to be able to make its drop off before this one moves. So that's why we need a parking lot. So essentially, if there's an iron train already here, the iron train is going to come here, and it's going to park right there. Then if a coal train comes by, the coal train is going to come here, see that this is blocked up, then move into this one right here, and then go around it. And then if there's another coal train here and a coal train comes, it's going to park right there. Then a copper train comes in, parks right there, and it's a parking lot. It's essentially a waiting area so that they know when they can continue forward. So let's work on a little bit of signaling. This is a bit more of a complex kind of signal setup, so let's do something a little bit easier. Now, we got two types of signals, and signals are a bit confusing in this game, but once you get to know them, they're very easy to work with. So let's hop out here. We got to be careful of our train because that will insta-kill us. We've got two signals. We got the rail signal, and we've got the rail chain signal. And the way they work, in fact, let's do we have a segment of track that the train doesn't go on? I kind of want to, do we have grenades first of all? Any grenades? I don't see any. Okay, so we can't really block this out, but let's do a little bit of work with, do we have a train? Yeah, we do. Okay, let's move this train right here because the train never goes in this area. And we're going to fill this thing up with a little bit of coal. So fuel, we're going to give you a little bit of coal there, and we're going to do some signaling. All right, so the rail signal, or the normal signal like this, will tell you if there's a train in this area. So if I hop in this train, the signal's green, which means I can continue forward. And now it's red because there's a train in this area. So you can see that. It's green, now it's red. Now, so essentially what the signal does is it basically tells you if there's a train in the area in front of it. Now if we add a signal here, for instance, you can see that this one's red because there's a train in front of it, but this one's green because there's no train in front of it. So you can see actually with these red and yellow things, the signals essentially break up the tracks into sections. So if I add a signal here and a signal here, this is now a section of track. So it's green, I can go forward. Now it's red, another train can't go forward. But when I go here, now it's green, so another train can go into this section, but this one's red because I'm in this section. So essentially, it'll stop them from crashing into me unless I'm going backwards, then bad things happen. Now, on the contrary, rail chain signals will tell you what the one in front of it says. So if I'm sitting right here, actually that one's red, so let me kind of figure out how this one works real quick. So this one's red because it acts kind of like a signal right here. But if this one's red, it will stay red. So what you see here, let's see. It's green right now because there's nothing in front of it, and also this one's green right here. So it looks ahead to the next signal. This one's green. So if I stop in front of it, now I'm in a section, so it's got to turn red for itself, but this one's still green. Now if I go into its section, this one would normally turn green if it were a normal signal, but it's not a normal signal. It reads what's in front of it, so it's going to say that you can't even enter this section because this one's red right here. And those are useful for a couple of reasons, and we'll show you kind of what they're useful for in a second. I'm having trouble speaking. A second. So essentially, the best way to do this, and the patented, the tried and true method, is put a chain signal on every entrance to the area and put a normal rail signal on every exit. So essentially, what will happen is, if you watch this right here, this is an entrance, like for intersections. I forgot to mention that. For intersections, put a chain signal on every entrance to the intersection and put a rail signal on every exit to the intersection. So if I put a chain signal right here, that's the entrance right there. And this is a potential exit. So see, you enter the intersection, you exit the intersection just like that. So let's hop over to our normal signals. And you'll see just like that. This one's still flipping out because there's more exits that could be seen here. So there's one exit, there's another exit right here. So let's go ahead and hit this up with a signal. Now it's freaking out, probably because there's nothing ahead of it. If I do something like this, maybe it'll stop freaking out. Yeah, so that's why that was freaking out. Let's just let it do its crazy stuff for now. Okay, so we have that on the entrance and then one of those on each exit. What else could we do? Okay, so this is also an entrance, and that means this is an exit right here. This already has one right there. So let's put these on the entrance. There we go. That's the entrance. That's the exit. This is also an entrance, since the train could be coming this way and then go down. So put one right there. And then the exit's already covered right there. I think that should be good for everything. Now this one's blue, which I'll tell you what that means in a second. I think that's good. Yeah, so you can actually tell because it shows the intersection is all one red track, which means if any train is inside the intersection here, it will not let any other train go in the intersection right there. Now, there's a way to make it so that you can tell if it's going forward or if it's going forward on this side right here, so that these will be different areas. For instance, if a train's going forward here and is in the intersection, it shouldn't stop trains here from doing anything because this train's not a threat. So there's a way to do this. I think what you do is you add more chain signals in the middle or something. I'm not entirely sure what you do there, but yeah. So that's how you do that, very basically. Okay, so what blue means is blue means it gets some information from the train first before it decides. So blue is a red or a green depending on where you're going to go. So if you're going to go up here, it's looking ahead and seeing that the signal's green, which means if your train is headed that way, you're good to go. However, if your train is headed this way, it looks over here and see that this signal is red, and it says, no, you're not allowed to go. So it's going to stop you right there. So the blue means it's deciding where to go. If it's flashing red, green, yellow, that means it doesn't know what to do. It's got no clue what's happening. So that means that you've put something wrong. Like if I put this one right here, you see that it's freaking out. Okay. Notice I'm being careful to not stand on the tracks like this or like this because I know that train is coming. All right. I think this is probably good for this intersection for now. What else could I do? If I put this here, maybe. If I put that there and then one like this right here. Then. No, that wouldn't work very well, would it? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay. That one's red right there because essentially with normal signals, it breaks up into blocks. So it's going to stay red as long as that train's inside any of this right here. Because we haven't really broken it up further. What you have to do is you have to go through and like actually break it up into blocks that are approximately the size of your train. So if I put another one right here, our trains are about 4 or 5 carts, I believe. So let's put one right here. Now you'll see that this one's green, this one's red. So let's test this out a little bit. Hop into our train. Actually, you want to see something funny? Watch this. Watch how ballsy I am. Oh no! I'm crazy. I'm a crazy person. All right, we're going to back up right here, and we're going to go this way. And we shouldn't have to deal with that train, because I'm watching it on the mini-map to make sure it doesn't, oops. Make sure it doesn't go up. Oh, that's the wrong way again. I keep going the wrong way. Okay, this way? Yeah, this way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to test this. If the train's going straight like this, are you able to go? So you're able to go this way, but not that way. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. So that does work then. Is our train coming? Let's see if it blocks it. We're going to see it right there. Yep, see, there we go. The signals have worked properly. But now if I go over here, out of this block. Wait for a second. There it comes. Right up to that signal. And of course I can crash into it if I go backwards, but we don't really want to do that. So what we might want to do here is we might want to just run along here and place signals every once in a while. Oops, we placed 2 there. That was not good. Okay, we're just placing signals every once in a while. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hop over here and we're going to try and turn ourselves around. Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll do a crazy maneuver. Beep, 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 beep. Just like that. Now, normal trains won't do anything crazy like that, but I think, yeah, it's fine. All right, put one right here. We want to make sure that we keep putting them in about even places. So we're just going to drive along here and place them every once in a while. And this is, honestly, this is the easiest method that I know of, just to place these things. All right, that's good. And let's put our train back where we had it. Awesome. So that's how signals work. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you've gotten used to how they work, then you can definitely kind of just understand it and just go and place things. Now, one thing I like to do as well, and we haven't really placed stuff here. Oh, yeah, right. We need to signal this area up a little bit. Now, it's a little bit more complex. Well, it's the same idea, right? What you want to do is you want to put a chain signal right there. And then so that's the entrance, and this is the exit right here. So the exit's very close to the entrance. So you'll see right here. That's the exit. That's another exit right there. Here's another exit right here. And here's another exit right here. So essentially what this is going to do is this is going to say, are any... Okay, let's let that go through. Are any parking spots available? No, 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 no. So currently they're not available because we haven't completed the other side. But are any parking spots available? If there's a train in here, this one will say no. And if there's no train in here, this one will say yes. So that's essentially what that does. That is the valet parking, you could say. So that says, are any places available? Now we're going to do the same exact thing here, where the entrance is right here. So put one on the entrance. And the exit is going to be all the same exit, by the way. Actually, you know what? Do we want to put one right? Yeah, we could. Well, this is essentially the exit right here, right? The one exit. So next thing is, see right here, you can see, are the parking spots available? Yes, 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 yes. So they can go into any of these parking spots. It's always going to choose this one, most likely. But yeah. So that's an exit right there. Actually, you know what we want to do here? We're going to count that as an entrance. Just because the exit is going to be this. So we have an exit there. We're going to have an exit right here. And we're going to have an exit right here. So this is going to be another entrance. The entrance is pointing to another entrance, which is then pointing to the exits. And then we can actually do the same thing, kind of similar right here. We can have this be the exit right here. And then we can have entrances be here, here, and here. Okay, so let's run a little bit of testing. We're going to run back to our actual train, and we're going to go run through to see how this thing works, to see if it works properly. And in fact, let's put another rail signal here so that we can split up our track a little bit. And we'll throw another one in right here so we can split up our track once again. And we'll go and do a little bit of testing. There goes our thing. And it's used that one. That's a pretty weird one for it to use, but I guess that's fine. Let's hop into our train, back up just a little bit, and we're going to hop onto this track right here. So if a signal's red, you can go through it as a player. You can do whatever the heck you want when you're controlling this thing. But as like if it were automatically being controlled, you wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so signal is green right here, which means we can go to any of these parking spots. So let's go here. Let's go to the far one. Signal is red, and now signal is blue. So remember, blue means it depends on where the train's trying to go. So that we know the train is looking for a parking spot here. So this one's red. If the train wanted to go into this one, it can't do it. But if the train wants to go into this one, it can do it since this one's green. So blue, green. You can kind of see if I zoom in a little closer. Blue, green, 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 but this one's red. Okay, so now this is green, which means we can continue. Now, if there were one in any of these spots trying to exit the area, this would turn red, which means all the other ones have to stop. Okay, so this is still green. Say we want to go forward here. Now you're still red, right? Actually, is that what we want to do? I'm wondering if that's how we want to do it. Okay, let's edit this a little bit. Because if a train's here, we want this to still be able to kind of come into here, don't we? So let's do you as an entrance, and yeah, let's do that. And let's do this. Okay, so right now you're red. If you're here, you're red, which means you're blue. So anything can go into here. Let's add a couple carts to to make sure that this seems like a normal train. Okay, actually, let me show you how this works. Look at this, look at this. Since we have our train waiting right there, let's say that suddenly we decide that we're not an iron train, we're going into our coal area. Well then look at this. Boom, now this is open. I don't know why it's yellow. I don't really know what yellow means, but I guess that means go anyway, I guess. I'm not quite sure. But so now we're waiting here. Pretend that we're waiting. Well, look over here. We've got a blue thing. Then we got a blue thing right here. Then we got a red one right here. So if our path is to get to this iron right here, we can't do that because that train is there. But as soon as that thing leaves, which we'll see in a second, we'll be able to go. Now, do note that we can still go into any of these if we want to. So we'll wait for this to kind of be empty, which it will be in a second. Our iron is being properly fed. Very, very well. There we go. Now it's going. This is going to turn into a green one, allowing us to proceed. There we go. And now we're in here. It's blue again. So that is how that stuff works. That's how the stuff works. What am I looking at over there? Okay, I thought I saw something messing up over there. All right, yeah, that's how signals work. If you guys have any questions, post down in the comments. And if you guys want, I could do like a specific video where I can explain signals a little bit better and a little bit faster as well. But that's the basics of signals. Like I said, not very difficult once you actually get to kind of understand everything. But that's them in a nutshell. All right, so next thing we want to do is, what do we want to do next? I actually don't know. Let's take a look, because remember, I haven't actually played this game in a very long time, so I want to see kind of where we're at as a place. It looks to me, it seems to me like this is not being used. Why is this not being used? That's a good question. Let's hop on over here and see what's the matter. You're full, probably because all your stuff is full. You are still making ammunition, which is good. How much ammunition do you have? You have a lot of ammunition in there. Probably more than we'll ever have to use. Actually, I say that, and we're probably definitely going to have to use more than that. And then you are essentially full as well. Okay, so then we do have room to actually improve stuff here. But I don't really know what we want to improve. Okay, let's take a look at our mall, see if we have anything we want to add to our mall. I'm thinking signals if we don't have signals already, but I think we added those. Yeah, we added signals already. So that's definitely good. Let's hop on over to to this stuff over here. Make sure everything here is looking good. I think we're all set over there. Okay, so what's the next thing that we need to do? Well, let's take a look at what we want to build here. I don't know what I said we were doing last episode. We could build steel furnace production, and essentially that would allow us to speed up our iron production a little bit. Or we could dive into fluid handling. That's always fun. Let's take a look at our researches. What do we need here? Well, we're going to start needing blue science pretty soon. And in fact, our green science and our red science probably need to be updated a little bit because they might be a little bit slow. But since we're just doing nothing, let's just get bullet damage 1 and we'll get all those random stuff. So you know what we could do? We could go ahead and start getting a higher level of blue and red science, of green and red science. And then after that, we could get the blue science, which would then allow us to start working with stuff like, well, we're not even that far here, but they're like more stuff that we'd be able to get. Or like I said, we could do fluid handling, which is just crazy. Fluid handling is essentially, it's like take this game, what we've done so far, and multiply it by 2, and that's what happens if you start messing with fluid handling. It gets crazy fast. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the red science. What do red science need again? Let's take a little drive. Take a little drive down to the red science. Hello, red science. What do you guys need here? What are you guys doing? I'll let my car drive a little bit there. And actually, let's just boop, immediately hit that. Okay. So it looks like you guys need iron gears and copper, which is super easy to get. So let's go ahead and do that. And how much red science do we want? Let's go with we'll look how fast it makes it, and then we'll essentially design our design around that. So let's go back over and get some grenades. I want to grenade this area, and then we'll place our red science kind of near there. So the grenades, I remember we have probably a full thing of grenades at this point. just sitting here waiting for us. So let's grab a couple of those, a lot of those actually, and we'll be on our way. Can I do grenades as I'm driving? Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Boom, 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 boom. This is crazy. Oh my god, I should totally do this when I'm attacking enemy bases. It's gonna be like I'm a tank since I have grenades. Okay, it's not as efficient, I'll say. Alright, let's hop out. And destroy this stuff by hand. Yeah, it's definitely more efficient if you run around and do it rather than if you drive around and do it. Okay, that should be enough room right there. Let's shoot this stuff. Okay, awesome. And also, do we have any repair kits? We do. There we go. Where do I want to put these? In there. Okay, let's move you out of the way a little bit, and then we'll stick our new stuff here. So, how many do we want to get? Let's see how fast a red science takes to make. A red science takes 5 seconds. Let's say we want to have 2 red science per second. That means we're going to need 10 red science things. So we have 10 actually. So that's actually not bad. Let's go ahead and make our design. We're going to put it right about here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be all of our red science. And that should be providing us with enough red science to fuel everything. Okay, next thing we want to do is we want to make the iron gear wheels. We're going to need, since we have 10 iron things, since we have 10 things right here, who need 1 iron gear wheel every 5 seconds, then we're going to need, honestly, one of these should be able to fill all that. So 0.5, let's see, 0.5. We've got 10 of these, each using. So we need 2 iron gear wheels per second. Right? Since every 5 seconds we need 1. And there's 10 of these. So every second we need 2, essentially. So since with 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every 5 seconds we would need 5, which means every 1 second we would need 1. Whereas with all of these, every 1 second we would need 2, since it's doubled. 5 times 2 is 2. Or 5 times 2 is 10. So what we're going to do then is we're going to do something like this. Let's grab our this stuff. And we're going to do this. Where this will contain our gear wheels and our copper. So we're going to need one of these things as well. Another one of these. Where did our assembly machines go? There they are. Put one right there. That's going to be our these things. And these are going to be our this. How do we... Let me copy this over. Copy. Is it shift? Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. So that should fuel that. What we need to do is we need to bring our stuff over a little bit. In fact, right here, we're gonna need to grab some of that stuff. So, how do we want to do this? There's 2 ways I can see us doing this. We could do it like this. I think that might be the best way, honestly. Let's bring over some of this right here. And eventually we're gonna have to actually send that underground, but I think for now that's fine. Okay, so something like this. Go this way, and then go underground right here. Yeah, that'll work, honestly. Okay, then we need a fast inserter, inserting right here. And we need a fast inserter. We'll go with 2, actually. Just, I mean, just to make sure everything is kind of sorted there. Okay, so that should be able to make that. Next thing we need is we need the copper. So let's go and grab some of that. Do we have copper running all the way? I think copper, this is the copper line right here. So we'll run some copper. And actually, while we're here, let me run over there and grab a couple of red these things, since we're starting to run out a little bit. There we go. All right. We should have everything now to get the red signs done. And actually, this is probably going a lot faster than the first time I made red signs because I know what I'm doing sort of at this point. So we're going to come over here. We're going to split some of this off right here. And at some point, we're going to need to increase our copper production, but right now I think it's fine Do the same thing, kind of go underground right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bring this all the way over. Actually, you know what? We're gonna want it like this. Have something like that and like this. There we go. So you're going on that side, and then everything else is going to go on the other side. So that should be good. Let's get some slow inserters so we don't need fast ones, since this is going to be such a slow process. Okay, there we go. And last thing is we're going to grab everything here and put it on this right here. Okay. And in fact, we might want to do the green the same way. Honestly, we might want to have the green on this side right here and put it all in one belt. That might be not a bad idea, but at least for now, what we'll do is we'll do the same exact thing right here. Just put these on this side, and that'll be our red signs. Very, very simply. Okay, that's looking pretty solid. I think that's going to work out pretty well as soon as we power everything up. So let's get. Do we have something? Do we have a close line that we can get? Yeah, we do. We can put this kind of right. Well, we can just bring one of these in. Okay, so let's try and power everything. Just like this. Should we be using other types of power thing? I don't know. I do not know. I think these ones will be fine though. All right, there we go. Everything is powered. You guys should be making the reds. Yes, you are indeed. Awesome. And that should be a pretty fast process as well. Next thing we want to do is we want to make the greens. Let's take a quick gander at the greens. See that. Okay, so greens take 6 seconds, which means since the other ones took 5 seconds and we needed 10 of them to make 1 every, or 2 every second, we're going to need 12 of these to make 2 every second. So let's get 12 of these assembling machines. Now, here's the question. Do we have assembling machines being created at our mall? I'm not sure. I don't remember if we made those. Yes, we did. Awesome. Oh my god. Good job, past Andrew. You thought ahead. Alright, we got like as many assembly machines as we're ever going to need. And we're going to be placing 12. Alright. 12 of these, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's actually continue this a little bit. Right there. We'll place these in a slightly different way than the other ones, I think. Oops, that one doesn't need that many. Okay, next thing we're going to need is what do greens require? 1 transport belt every 6 seconds, which means we're going to need 2 transport belts every second, and we're going to need 2 inserters every second. Okay. So you make 2 transport belts. Wait, hang on. Do the... Oh, the gears? Okay. We're going to need... Yeah, we're going to need double this, I think. Since you only make... Hang on. You make 1 iron gear wheel. Well, you make 2 iron gear wheels every second, so that's fine, yeah. That's okay. We're only going to need 1 transport belt thing. But how many iron gear wheels is that? 1 iron gear wheel every 0.5 seconds, which means you're going to need your own iron gear wheel giver, I guess we could say. Here, we're going to have 1 line coming over here. It's going to have all the materials that we're going to need on it. And we'll make that stuff over here, I guess. So you are going to be one of them, and you're going to be another one of them. What do you require? All right, that's going to be fine. So this right here is going to be, the way I'm kind of setting this up is this is going to be the gear wheel. That's going to feed directly into this, which is going to be our transport belts. And we're going to have a line of iron coming in like this to feed both of these guys with fast inserters. And we need more fast inserters. Can we make a couple of them on the spot? We can make 5. Yeah, we're going to need to actually go grab some of those. But yeah, that's essentially how that's going to be set up, and it should work pretty well. Where are our inserters? I think they're here. I love cars. They make you go fast. Speedy! That's a little jingle. Little jingle for the cars. Alright, so this is set up right here. This will already make what we want here. So put that there. Put that there. I'll put that there, I guess. This is going to be making us inserters. How many of these do we need to feed all of that? I think this should be all good because you're going to be making the exact number that we need. Yeah, okay. Now, you are going, let's take a look here. You're going to need one of these and one of these. This is going to be an iron gears because you do need iron. Well, hang on. Hold that. Hold your horses. Let's put the iron gears one right here. That's going to be your iron gears coming in from this. Since I do notice you also need iron and you need iron as well. So we're going to have our iron coming in all the way from this. So, and since you need iron as well, let's put one of these on real quick. You need iron and you need double iron that. However, you need another ingredient, which is going to be electronic circuits. So how are electronic circuits going to come in? I think we're going to make them come in this way. Like, you'll see. It'll be crazy. It'll be cool. Do something like this. Yeah. And in fact, let's remove that one and we'll place it over here. Even though it should work right there, but I think that'll probably be a little bit better. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing the iron circuits in from there. So iron circuits will be made right here. Yeah, electronic circuits, not iron circuits, where you can get all of the iron plates you need from this belt. You can hand off all your stuff to here as well. And you can also get, what did we do? Let me look at the map real quick. I think if I remember correctly, we needed, let's look all the way back over here. Yeah, we needed 2 of these to fit 1 of these. So we're going to need 2 of those then as well. So we'll do this. And we'll make these both copper cables. You guys are going to feed directly into them. And we'll have copper coming in over here somewhere. Okay, so that's going to be copper and that's going to be iron. Let's just get this line kind of filled out a little bit. And we actually have plenty of room here to actually add something, but I don't know. In fact, could we have done this a better way? Maybe. Like kind of filled out this and then brought it over here. Actually, that might be a better idea. Let's try that. Let's see if we can make the design a little bit better and then use that. Because I'm all about making our little area look pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to bring this line along. Actually, oh yes, I've got the idea. Okay, so this is going to be our, yeah, this is going to be our line of this right here. It's going to be electronic circuits. So that's going to be handed directly onto this line, which is then going to be brought onto this right here. Now you need 2 things of this. So here's what we're going to do. 1, 2. Hang on. If I do... Yeah, if I do... Okay, hang on. I'm thinking. If I do it like this. 1, 2. And then I have a line in the middle kind of coming like this. Because I kind of want it to come up like this. Right here would be... that. Okay. So bring this right here. Put 1 right here. And put 1 right here. Then we'll have a line coming over here with all the copper. So that's our copper line. And then this is going to be our other line for that stuff. Okay, I think we finally got it sorted. Let's put this going into that, this going into that, this going into that, and 2 of you going into there. Now let's get our lines sorted, and we've almost got this. This is almost ready. So let's bring everything up just a little bit because we need to connect the lines right there. We'll do the same with the iron. We'll bring 1 iron for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab it right there and do exactly what we did the other time. So go underground right here. Come out about 4 away. Do the same thing for another line because I know we have another line of iron coming in at some point. And did I get it right? Yes, we did. Awesome. We'll do the same thing right here. Bring you around. And we're going to go underground right here. Oh, we can't come out right there. Unfortunate. But we can come out right there, so that's good. Okay, there we go. That's our copper. Everything should be lined up. Let's put our greens on here. So we'll get some greens right there. Right click and normal click all of this. And finally, let's power everything. So put 1 power pole right here, I think. We're going to need slow inserters for this stuff. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, everything should be ready. And let's put these right here. We need more power poles, so let's go and get those, but we're almost there. Is our car anywhere to be? Our car's over there. We can actually just run faster than it would take to get our car. but this is good. I'm glad we can get these greens sorted pretty fast. Do we have... Oh, we didn't create electricity things there. Actually, can we make them then? Yeah, we can make tons of them, so we're good. Okay. Let's let's do this. And then 1 right there. And I'll put 1 right here as well. Let's put 1 right there. That should fix all that stuff. Put 1 in the middle right here. We get 1 right here and then 1 right here. Everything should be going now. Okay, you've got all those parts. Now you should be... Oh, you can't hand your stuff into him. Yeah, okay, put 1 right there. And finally, you're looking for these things right here. What are you missing? Oh, you're missing the iron plates, which you can grab right here. All right, we're following the production here, and everything should be on the way to being made. You're a little bit slow. Let's add another one of these. You're going as fast as you possibly... Well... I guess you're going as fast as you can actually take the things. So you're going as fast as you can. You are not going as fast as you can. What are you waiting on? Oh, okay. So you're outputting as fast as you can. Okay, everything is looking pretty good then. The only thing that we can improve is this coming in a little bit faster. But you're going as fast as you can, which is good. And you're going as fast as you can, which is also good. Alright, well I think we've got a pretty good setup here. And essentially what this is going to go into is, you can see we already have our factory over here. We have a little factory working, which was our starter base way back when we built that. I don't even remember where it is now. It was right here, wasn't it? Like right... Yeah. So this was our starter base way back in the day, but it's only going to work for so long. So you can see we've already been researching all this random stuff here. And it's researching pretty fast, but eventually, as things require more and more stuff, you can see 50, 100, 200, 300. As things require more and more stuff, it's going to go longer and longer. So what we're doing here with this little area is we're making it so that we can get a steady amount of reds and greens outputted at any given time. So that's the hope there. Will it work out very well? Maybe. Will it need some tweaking? Probably. But I think we can get this working pretty well. In fact, the only tweaking that it's probably going to need is maybe it'll need another one of these. I don't know. But I think we got a pretty good design here going. And it's actually very, very small. It's kind of a very thin design, I gotta say. But anyways, if you guys liked that episode, hit that like button, put your comments down below, and I'll see you guys in episode number 17.